Hello everyone, and welcome back to Old School RuneScape. Today we're finally returning back to Recipe for Disaster to do another part. We'll be freeing Pirate Pete because supposedly it has some relevance to sailing, and I would like to have it done before that comes out. So let's go ahead and check him out. How would I go about protecting this nautical fellow from the curse of the Culinary-mancer then? Wait a moment. My fortune teller sense is tingling. Okay. Ah, yes. To immunize him from the Culinary-mancer's attack, you will need to feed him fish cakes. Fish cakes? What, like chocolate cake with fish instead of chocolate? No, like small bread, crumbly, fishy delicacies. So how would I make those then? I don't know. I'm a fortune teller, not a cook. I don't suppose it occurred to you to ask the actual cook in the room right next door to us. Ooh, yeah, I'll be right back. Alright, let's get on over there then. Oh, pass-through barrier. There we go. I know how to use a door. Yep, I already know about all this. The whole time thing. Alright, we need to protect the pirate. I can't quite remember how I managed to save that pirate. The pirate? Yes, you used fish cakes, didn't you? I did? I did. Out of interest, could you just help me quickly with that? Can you tell me how to make fish cakes? Fish cakes, as in with fish eggs and fish milk? Don't be silly, that would never work, right? Yeah? Can you check to see if there's a recipe for them? Of course. Found it. Apparently you need ground cod, ground kelp, ground giant crab meat, and breadcrumbs. Where do I get ground giant crab meat? Well, Murphy used to bring in giant crabs occasionally. He hasn't had any of them for a while, though. You had best go and have a word with him to see if he can tell you what happened. Oh, and there are apparently some kelp patches off the coast near Remington. Murphy knows about that, too. As for the grinding part, all you have to do is use a pestle and mortar on that. That ought to get it sorted. Where do I get breadcrumbs? That's easy. All you do is use a knife to slice the bread up into tiny, tiny chunks. Alright, thanks. Alright, for now, we're gonna do this. That is breadcrumbs. And then we will grind up our cod. Oh, apparently not. I guess we have to ask him about it. Oh no, we have to go through all this again. Okay, it wasn't as long that time, I think. Yep. Where can I get ground cod? Well, if you use a pestle and mortar on a raw cod, that will grind it up nicely. Okay, where do I get ground kelp? There are apparently some kelp patches off the coast near Remington. Murphy knows more about that. As for the grinding part, all you have to do is use a pestle and mortar on it. That ought to get it sorted. Murphy also used to bring in giant crabs occasionally. Yes, we already talked about that. Okay, what do I do with all of it? I'm not entirely sure. What am I, an encyclopedia? I'll have a look through my cookbook while I wait for the ingredients. Okay, I'll go out and get all the stuff and bring it to you. Okay. Is there anything else you need to know? Nope. Thank you. Alright, so now we can grind the cod. Very good. Alright, now we need to get over to Port Khazard. It'll just take a second. My handy-dandy Arduin cloak can make the journey happen in a matter of seconds. There's also the group... not the group teleport. The minigame teleport, but honestly, the delay on that is about as long as it takes to run there from here. And that way I still have the teleport available if I need it. But yes, so we have to make a fish cake, and the reason I'm not wearing my armor is there is a maximum weight for this quest, which I think is 27, but with my armor I was in the 30s, with all the nonsense that I also have for the quest. Alright. Murphy, what can you tell me about giant crabs? Giant crabs? Why, I used to haul up a few of those whenever I set my nets around Remington. Why the interest? I need to get some giant crab meat and kelp. Can you tell me where I can get some? Well, the only thing I can think to do is to go down there and look to see if there are any left. Go down there? What do you mean? As in under the water. Tell me, can you get your hands on a fishbowl? I'm sure I'll be able to if I put my mind to it. Why do you ask? Well, I know how to rig up a handy set of breathing gear that can allow you to keep air inside the fishbowl. You just put the barrel of air on your back with the fishbowl over your head and then dive over the side. It should hold enough air to keep you alive for quite some time. That sounds pretty dangerous. Not at all. I'll even weigh anchor with the chain somewhere easy to reach so you can climb out easily enough if you get into trouble. I'm still not happy about this. Well, I can't think of any other way to check. If you come up with a better plan, then feel free to tell me. In the meantime, I'll wait, and if you want me to take you diving, I'll be ready. By the way, why are you so interested in crabs all of a sudden? I can't tell you, I'm afraid. The very fabric of space and time could collapse. Okay. Well, I guess some people will do anything for a bit of fresh seafood. Alright. Do we have what we need? I don't know. Ahoy there, up for a bit of a swim? I certainly am. Great, I'll sort that fishbowl out for you. Okay. There you go. Are you sure this is safe? Sure, it's as sound as my ship. Want me to take you out now? Yes, let's go diving. Well, I can't take you out until you are properly geared up. Then why did you ask? We lost 3 diving parties that way. Okay, well, I'll just put my diving helmet and diving backpack on. Now, you wouldn't want to have your diving backpack in your pocket. Okay, we are ready. Yes, let's go diving. Okay, let's be off then. Okay, see you soon, Murphy. Good luck. I'll weigh anchor. Climb up the chain to get aboard. Alright, I always liked this part of the quest. Being able to go underwater was a pretty cool little update. Alright, so we get some kelp. Oh, you can't see your backpack, huh? Well, that's unfortunate. I'm gonna grab a couple kelps, just in case. There is a chance of burning the cake, so you want to have some spares, I guess. Although at my cooking level, I would hope that it wouldn't happen. Anyway, there's rocks here, apparently. That's kind of annoying. I will fix that. Hey, silly fishy with the round head. Me? Yeah, what kind of fishy you tinkin' you are? I'm not any kind of fishy, or fish. Well, what you doing here if you's know a fishy? Well, I'm trying to get some giant crab meat. This fishy is a funny fishy. What's this fishy wanting? You see those big crabs? I want one of those. You's here to steal in my big crunchy claws? Nung should smash your stupid round head. Always the big nettings was taking my big crunchy claws, so I put them in the cages, and now you's come to get them. Swim away, little fishy, or I eat you till you's dead. Wait, could I buy some of the crab meat? Silly round head fishy want to swap's big crunchy claws? Nah, you no real deal. I bet you no do nung big favor. Seriously, I need to get that meat. I'll do your big favor if you want. Ha, silly round head fishy. If you get nung 5 big skippy skins, then maybe nung thinking you okay. Big skippy skins? Yeah, the big skippies live over there. You need lots of big stones to get down there. Then you kill the big skippies and bring the skins to nung. You do this, then maybe nung let you swaps the big crunchy claws. Alright, so basically you need to pick up rocks to weigh yourself down. And once you've done that, then you can get through there. Just need 5 rocks, though. Not a big deal. We're solving this rock problem one way or another. They also respawn real quick, though. It is a bit slow. It'd be cool if they did more with the mogres. Because, like, we see a lot of regular ogres, but you don't really see much of mogres. We should get a whole mogre city, right? Alright, I think that's 5. Yeah, that's 5. Alright, so we just need to go over here and enter that. Apparently there was plenty of rocks right over here, but whatever. I gathered them from a different place. I'm different. Ooh, look at all this. Get a cinematic view. Get rid of all the menus. Oh, hey, we can actually stand here. Right, you have to stand to fight. That is true. Can I use my whip under here? Yeah. I don't know why it was unequipped. I guess to swim. Yeah, mud skippers. They're an actual fish, not just a different name for mogres. Mud skipper hide. Oh, the big ones are one level higher. Being like, who knows how many times bigger in weight. Only gets you one level higher. Kinda sad. Alright. We only need 5 of these, I believe was said. So, not bad. We actually hit high. And that'll do it. This is the last one. Alright, mud skipper, mud skipper. Alright, let's exit. Drop our rocks and get out of here. Whee! Alright, so... now let's go ahead and get on over here. And see if Nung is happy with what we have done. Nung, I have your giant mud skipper skins. What you say? Has the silly round-headed fishy got the big skippy skins? Yes, I have the big skippy skins. Silly round-head fishy done good. Gimme. Yes, dis fishy is a good fishy, but it no count good like Nung. Nung say there are dis many hides left for the fishy to get. Go get me the hides, little fishy. What? I had 5, didn't I? Did I not pick up one of them? I swear I had 5. I swear I had 3 in my inventory. Oh, there it is. I really didn't pick it up, huh? I swear I clicked on it. Oh well. At least I didn't have to fight again. I just have to do this stupid thing again. Every time it tries to open up my menus again, it's like, no, I want the nice cinematic underwater view. It's good stuff. Alright, so... now... yes, I have the big skippy skins. Silly round-head fishy done good, gimme. Yeah, the round-head fishy does a good big favor for Nung. I am thinking you's okay enough to swaps the giant crunchy claws now. Great, how much do you want for them? You's gotta get me something to make these hides to a cloak and flippers and hat. Then I lets you have all the big crunchy claws you can get. But it not be easy. Well, I'll do it. What do I need? An item of ancient power? Something from the deepest, darkest dungeon in the world? What sort of monsters will I need to fight? I'd best grab myself some potions, too. Will there be traps? Should I bring cakes? Yeah, it's real dangerous for a fishy. You've gotta go up to Topsies, and you're gotta get a needle thingy and some wiry stuff. A needle. Yeah. And bronze wire. Yeah, tree wiry stuffs. So all I have to do is bring you 3 rolls of bronze wire and a needle, and I can have all the giant crabs I can kill? Yeah, but be a sneaky round-head fishy. The Topsies has not water for a little fishy like you to be breathing. It real dangerous. Yeah, sounds it. Anyway, Nung, I have the needle and wire. Nung thinks this is a useful fishy he finds. Give me. Nung have all the wiry stuff and needle things he needs to make the biggestest skippy skin hat ever. Use a good little fishy. You eat as many big crunchy claws as you want. Maybe you get big and strong like Nung. Thanks. Alright, so now we can go ahead and get on in this crab pen and fight a giant enemy crab. Or a smaller one, either way. Hey, Nung says no fishies. I just spoke to Nung. He said it was okay. Well, if Nung says say it okay, then go ahead. Yeah, we didn't actually have to do all that. All we had to do was say he said it was okay. What would they have done to stop us? I'm gonna fight the giant enemy crab, despite it being a higher level. We will defeat this crab. Alright, we got claw and meat. I'm not sure what you use the claw for, but I do know what you use the meat for. Is that everything? I could probably just teleport out of here, but we will take the proper exit, I suppose. Also because I don't know if I can home teleport down here, and I kind of want to do that. We just need to locate the chain of the anchor, which is probably that. In the distance. Yes, climb the anchor. Alright, so now all we have to do is head back to Lumbridge. Hopefully he's figured out how to make a fish cake. How complicated could it be, really? How did it go? Not too bad. Great, I'll take us back in. Yep. Alright, get my stuff back. And, okay, well, now get my stuff back. And now we will home teleport. And I'll get there in a second. Alright, here we are. Can we talk about what happened in the dining room? No, can we skip ahead to the pirate? Oh, right, I need to grind up this stuff, can't I? Don't I mean. Grind and grind. Okay, now let's do it. Protecting the pirate. Okay, have you figured it out? I have all the ingredients for fish cakes. Great, just like before. I've been reading the recipe, and I know how to make the fish cakes now. It's pretty simple, actually. All you have to do is use the ingredients on each other and then cook the fish cakes on a range. That's it? Yes, I thought that there was a page missing from the cookbook because it seemed so easy, but it turns out it really is that easy. Alright, so we just gloop all these together into a raw fish cake, and then we cook it here, and we don't burn it. Yeah. Got a cooked fish cake. Alright, well let's hop on in here and end this thing. Let's finally save somebody else from this culinary-mancer. Someday I'll be able to say that properly the first time. There we go, we get a teeny bit of XP, increased culinary-mancer's chest access, and of course we can go underwater now, which is useful. Good work, adventurer. I've teleported them away to safety. You only have 6 council members left to protect. Maybe I should prioritize getting through these a little faster. We don't want it to take too many years to get through this. But yes, that is hopefully something helpful for sailing obtained. We will find out in a matter of days now. I'll see you guys tomorrow for another quest. Bye!